Welcome to Global Feed. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. Imagine Africa as the new VIP at the global party. Suddenly, everyone wants in. The red carpet is rolled out and the world's most powerful nations are lining up for a chance to get close. Africa, once seen as a distant guest, is now the center of attention, and the stakes have never been higher. For years, the continent was overlooked by the world's biggest powers. Its potential was underestimated, its voice often ignored in global conversations. But times have changed and now, the world is waking up to Africa's promise. Now, the US and China are vying for its attention, each eager to secure a foothold and shape the future of this dynamic region. Why? Africa's got a booming population, vast resources, and some of the fastest-growing economies on the planet. Its cities are expanding, its markets are opening, and its influence is rising. Over 1 billion people, untapped markets, and a future that could shape the global order. Africa's youth are tech-savvy, ambitious, and ready to drive innovation. The continent is not just a resource hub, it's a source of ideas and energy. The main event? China versus the USA, each trying to win influence across 54 countries. It's a diplomatic chess match, with every move watched closely. China's building railways and government buildings, pouring billions into infrastructure and promising rapid development. Meanwhile, the US talks democracy and security, but sometimes feels out of touch with local realities, struggling to match China's pace. African nations are weighing their options: China's rapid development model, the West's conditional aid, and the promise of partnership on their own terms. Or maybe a mix of both, crafting a unique path that blends global investment with local priorities. It's a high-stakes balancing act, with real consequences for generations to come. Every decision made today will echo far into the future. Will Africa pick a side, or play both to its advantage? The world is watching, and the pressure is on. Two powerful suitors, each with a different offer. Africa holds the cards. The choices made now will define its destiny. The world's attention is finally on Africa, and the next move is theirs. The future of the global stage may just be decided here. Africa isn't a monolith, and its nations are as varied as its landscapes. But if there's a crown jewel that stands out, it's Nigeria, a country that captures the world's attention for good reason. Nigeria is not just Africa's most populous country, with over 200 million people. It's also a cultural and economic powerhouse, a place where tradition and innovation collide. Its bustling cities like Lagos pulse with energy and ambition, making Nigeria a massive market and a magnet for global investment. Nigeria's oil reserves have made it a global energy player, but that's just the beginning. Its tech startups are attracting international attention, and Nollywood, its film industry, is the second largest in the world. For China, Nigeria is a cornerstone of the Belt and Road Initiative. The country's huge infrastructure needs mean huge opportunities for Chinese companies eager to build and invest. China offers to build roads, railways, and ports, transforming Nigeria's landscape while securing access to vital resources and new markets in return. For the US, Nigeria is a vital ally. Security partnerships, oil interests, and influence in West Africa are all at stake, making Nigeria a strategic priority. But as China's presence grows, the US worries about losing ground in a region where influence is everything. If Nigeria leans too far toward China, America's influence, and the delicate balance of regional security, could slip away, shifting the power dynamics of West Africa. Both powers are rolling out the red carpet, offering deals and partnerships, but Nigeria knows its value and is playing its cards carefully. The choices Nigeria makes now will echo across Africa, shaping the continent's future for decades to come. For the US and China, winning Nigeria means winning big, economically, politically, and strategically. For Nigeria, it's a rare chance to set the terms, shape its destiny, and show the world just how much it matters. China's strategy in Africa is simple: show up and build. Airports, railways, ports, visible progress that transforms economies. Through the Belt and Road Initiative, China offers huge loans with few political strings attached. No lectures on democracy or human rights, just infrastructure, fast. For African leaders, it's an appealing deal. Results now, questions later. Critics call it debt trap diplomacy, warning that unsustainable loans could give China control over key assets. But for many, the need for infrastructure outweighs the risks. China's approach is direct and efficient, while Western aid often comes with conditions and delays. African governments get to deliver real projects to their people. The debt is real, but so is the development. For now, many are willing to take the gamble. China's building bridges, literally and figuratively. The West is left playing catch-up. The US approach to Africa? Complicated. For years, it was about aid, health programs, and security, always with strings attached. Progress on democracy and human rights was the price for partnership. But lately, the message is muddled. Under Trump, aid was threatened, and China became the main focus. US officials warn about China's debt traps, but the pitch often sounds more like a warning than a partnership. African leaders don't appreciate being told who to work with. China's message of mutual respect resonates, especially given Africa's colonial past. Now the US is trying to rebuild relationships, offering military training and private investment. But American companies can't match China's scale or speed. The US offers careful investments, China offers a skyscraper. In this race, Africa is weighing substance over speeches. Why are so many African leaders leaning toward China? History and trust. Western engagement left scars, colonialism, exploitation, and harsh economic policies. China, by contrast, never colonized Africa and supported liberation movements. They frame their involvement as partnership, not patronage. China delivers quickly, roads, schools, hospitals, while Western aid is slow and bureaucratic. For leaders needing results before the next election, China's speed is a game changer. When the US pulls back or adds conditions, many countries turn to Beijing. Ethiopia, Cameroon, and others have deepened ties with China, seeing them as reliable partners. Tangible benefits matter more than lectures on democracy. China's approach feels like partnership, not a handout. For many, that's the deciding factor. The West's history makes China's offer even more attractive. At first, the US saw China's projects in Africa as just business. But now, Washington's worried. Those ports and railways could have military uses. China's built dozens of ports, including on the Atlantic, raising US security concerns. A port for trade can also host warships. The fear? In a crisis, China could block US access or disrupt shipping lanes. China's military base in Djibouti, right next to a US base, has heightened tensions. The US now sees Africa as a strategic battleground, not just an economic one. African leaders, meanwhile, just wanted economic growth, not to be caught in a superpower standoff. The US is pushing back, but Africa doesn't want to pick sides. Prosperity, not proxy wars, is the goal. But the security stakes are rising fast. For the first time in modern history, Africa has real leverage on the global stage. The continent is no longer just a passive observer in world affairs. It's becoming a key player, with its own interests and priorities. With the US and China fiercely competing for influence, African nations now have the power to negotiate better deals than ever before, playing both sides to their advantage. They're not just recipients of aid or investment, they're active players, carefully picking and choosing partners that align with their vision for the future. Many countries are blending China's massive infrastructure projects with US-backed security initiatives and private investment, creating a unique mix that serves their own development goals. It's a complex diplomatic dance, but increasingly Africa is calling the tune, setting the agenda and demanding respect on the world stage. The risk, of course, is that Africa could become a chessboard for a new Cold War, with global powers maneuvering for control. If tensions escalate, countries could be forced to choose sides, risking division, instability, and the loss of hard-won progress. The challenge for African leaders is to harness the benefits, investment, global attention, and new infrastructure, while avoiding the pitfalls of great power rivalry. Africa's leaders must be nimble and strategic, using this moment of opportunity to leapfrog development and empower their people. The world is watching closely, because the choices Africa makes today will shape not just its own future, but the global balance of power for decades to come. The stakes have never been higher, and the decisions made now will echo for generations. Ultimately, Africa's future will be decided by Africans themselves, by their leaders, their communities, and their young people. And that's a story worth watching as a new chapter unfolds for the continent and the world.